Are parents scheduling too much into their family calendars?
Well, some recent research indicates perhaps not. Those researchers found that maybe only 5% of children are what's called overscheduled. And really, they found that about 50% of children had no out of school time activities.
So, what are some potential positives of creating a full schedule for your family?
Well, some of the positives are time management. Kids can learn that. They also learn teamwork. They learn coping skills. They also get learning opportunities that perhaps they wouldn't get in school. Another thing is, it also gives children other chances for success. Maybe not every kid is going to succeed and be on the honor roll in school, but they may thrive at piano lessons. They may be very good in sports. They may be great at dance. So by exposing your children to a wide variety of opportunities, you get to see where their interests lie and where they find success. And in finding that success, that helps build self-esteem in children and helps give them drive. That can also have positive impacts in the classroom as well, because once they learn to succeed in one area, they may learn how to put that effort into something else to increase their success in another area.
And then what are some potential negatives to having too many activities?
Well, children could be overscheduled, and in those times you might find that a child's not getting enough sleep, they're not eating as well as they should be. They also don't sometimes have time to let everything soak in, so they spend so much time kind of going from activity to activity that the learning from one activity really doesn't get a chance to soak in. In addition, when you're in all those scheduled activities, it doesn't give children the chance to just have creative free time where they can, figure out how to play some make-believe or go out with their friends and do a game of hide and seek or, football in the neighborhood as well. So it's just that opportunity for creative free time that children don't get if they're always in scheduled activities. The other thing is that it can put stresses not only on children but on the families. If you're constantly on the go and always trying to go, that can lead to some stresses. So you really have to be careful. You have to really know your child and what your child can handle, and also know what your family can handle.
And how would parents know when they've gone too far and when they're scheduling too much?
Well, you need to look for exhibits, you need to look for signs in your child. Some of their behavior may change. If a child suddenly loses interest in an activity that they really liked before, that may show that they're getting burned out on the activity. There's too much happening. It could also be that they start to exhibit some other behaviors like withdrawing, or they're not eating as well, their behavior changes, their appearance changes. Those could all be signs that stress is starting to get to your child. And if you need to look at one area perhaps where you can try to lessen the stress, it could be on the scheduled activities.
And how would parents go about taking back control if they feel they have put too much on the schedule?
Well, just really look at the schedule. Do a time audit. How much time are we spending as a family with sort of that downtime, or where we're just doing things as a family that isn't an organized activity? Going to the park, going for a hike, going to church together, going to the movies together, whatever it is that your family likes to do. What are those kind of activities that you're maybe not doing because they're being crowded out by all the organized activities? So schedule that downtime, schedule family time. Just make sure that you're really keeping an eye on your time. And it's not only your children's time, but also the parents' time too. Are the parents scheduling the children so much that the parents don't have time that they need to adequately communicate with each other, to adequately communicate with all of the family members? You also have to be careful too that sometimes you have family members who are not in those activities and others are. And the one who is not can feel like they're being left out because so much attention is being focused on the activities of another. So you really have to kind of look at that whole family picture and try to determine how much is too much.
Is there any way to avoid being overscheduled these days?
Well, again, it's just really kind of looking at what your family dynamic is and what your child enjoys. If a child enjoys it and is asking to be involved, that may be a sign that you're not scheduling them enough. But again, how does that impact the whole family? Those are just some things you need to look at to see whether your family is overscheduled.